What it do? What it be? How they do? You know the vibes. Anyways, my name is Mishka Nyawula for those who don't know me, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, make it make sense to me why you haven't, because it's definitely a good time over here. It's good vibes over here, so why don't you subscribe? Please go ahead, subscribe, like the video, and comment down below and share the video with your loved ones. Anyways, let's get into this video. So without further ado, in today's video, I'll be sharing a few tips on how to cope and excel in matric. In there before, I've experienced how stressful matric is, so I thought I might as well do this video. And I know that prelims are approaching, so I thought I might as well share my tips and you might take away a few things from what I did while I was in high school. And please share it with your friends, anyone who needs to see this video. Please highly do recommend it to them. The first tip is you need to be disciplined. You need to know when it is time to study, and you need to know when it is time to have fun, you know. So you have to have that discipline. And also discipline is long term, whereas motivation is for like a short term. So motivation runs out, but discipline stays and keeps you going in the long run. So you need to be disciplined and start installing these habits of, you know, training yourself to be disciplined enough to know that, okay, when it's time to study, zonke distractions ndizibeka aside and I focus on what I need to do. Tip number 2 is balance. Right now, I failed doing this in matric, by the way. I was solely focusing on my schoolwork, did not have time. It's not even about not having time. I just did not have the energy in me to make time to go out, you know, and do the things that I love to do. It was literally schoolwork from Monday till Saturday. The only day that was a breather or whatever would be Sunday, because on Sunday I'd have to, you know, pack my things and get ready to go to hostel, you know. So Sunday and Sunday are very short days, so I wouldn't do anything on Sundays. But Mondays till Saturdays, school, baby, school work, always working. And I wouldn't recommend that, because right now I'm in varsity, so I know, but okay, you know what, balancing and spending some time with your friends or family or whatever and doing schoolwork, it's not a bad thing. Don't abandon the things that you love to do because of schoolwork. You know, you need to balance. You need land, or so that iskolo stressa, you know, but okay, you know what, let me go and spend time with my friends, family, and distress a little, you know. Tip number 3, you need to learn to reward yourself. Rewarding yourself can be in the form of taking yourself out. If you have money, buying yourself chocolate. It does not have to be buying yourself something big. Rewarding yourself can be, I don't know, spending time watching YouTube, whatever it is that you want to do or you'd like to do that to reward yourself for the hard work that you've done. I mean, if you plan to submit an assignment on Friday and you finish it by Tuesday, reward yourself, because baby, that means you can submit it beforehand, you know, and you wouldn't have to stress about that assignment. So learn to reward yourself, and I'm also learning to do that more frequently now that I am seeing that, okay, actually me rewarding myself is also me motivating myself at the same time, you know, to do more, to work extremely hard next time. So do reward yourself, because at the end of the day, you deserve it after all that hard work, baby. Tip number 4 is you need to use all the available resources around you. And when I mean all, I mean ALL, all, okay? These are some of the things or some of the resources that I used in matric. So first of all, I watched YouTube. I would have videos on how to solve maths problems. I remember for my Afrikaans poems in particular to be there's this channel, right? Now this lady when I say she's the best, she knows what she's doing. She definitely does. Because when it comes to this channel, right, she basically teaches you all the different poems, all the grade 12 poems, right, and explains them to you. Literally explains it from A to Z. By the time that video ends, baby, knowledge ingo A plus school. She helped me understand all my Afrikaans poems. And Jonga, when that paper came, baby, and I saw those poems, I was like, baby, give me anything because I'm ready for everything, all of them. I used to watch channel 319 Mindset. So in high school, I used to do accounting, business, and consumer studies. The only thing that I kept on watching on Mindset would be accounting. And I remember staying up, guys, at like 12, and doing the different accounting equations and everything, because I think their programs were like, I think 30 minutes long, if not an hour, or 45 minutes, I'm not sure. If you are unable to access that channel, you can watch it on YouTube. They do have videos. So these are the different apps that I would highly recommend you to download. MATRIC Live. There's the grade 12 maths mobile application app. You can also download. For the second app that I recommended, there's one for accounting, life science, physics, any subject, but I don't think you can download it on an iPhone. It's only available on Androids. These two apps are very jonga. They are the girls they think they are, because you can access past papers, you can practice tests, they explain different topics in whatever subject that it is you're doing. Yonke man into, like, literally your curriculum is summed up in those apps. So I would highly recommend. And I also remember each and every one of my friends had that app on their phone. Like, sonke besina zeza app. Check it out, baby, because we're getting distinctions. That's the aim. That's the aim. Don't aim less. Do not forget to download past papers, or you can just use these apps. Or if you want the hard copy, you can just download the past papers from, the internet. I remember for accounting, the same questions. There were like similar questions and they were the same questions, but then obviously they change a few things here and there. So it's very useful to practice past papers. And then number 5, you need to find your study method. Now, we are different learners. Some of us are visual learners, some of us are auditory learners, some of us are verbal learners. So you need to find the perfect study method that accommodates you as that specific learner. If you are a visual learner, obviously you'd like to use colors, drawings, tables. If you prefer listening to audios or recordings, or watching something, just listening to that thing or to that lesson, then it means you're an auditory learner. And if you are a verbal learner, obviously you'd like to, you prefer having discussions. Number 6, buy study guides if you can. If you have the funds to buy study guides, please do buy them, guys. For maths, I'd highly recommend the green and yellow one. That one explains everything, baby, like perfecto. I preferred using that one more than the 3-in-1 answer series, something like that. I mean, when you go and buy study guides, obviously you can open the book and see, but okay, this is how they explain it, this is how things are written, will I understand this? If anything, or if you prefer the other one more than the other one, go for that one, because some of the things that are on the textbook are explained in depth in study guides. Buy study guides if you can, but if you can't, it's not a train smash really. I feel like the apps that I suggested would be way more than enough for you to ace your exams. Tip number 7, try to find the perfect coping mechanism, right? So when I say this, I mean when you are feeling stressed, when you are feeling overwhelmed, Try to find something to do that will calm you down and bring you back to your senses. I used to exercise a lot. I used to exercise a lot with my best friend in MATRIC. I remember for my prelims, right, I was writing an accounting paper. Jonga ela paper. Landit. That. Listen. It felt like the mountains were falling, okay? So I was like mna, when I wrote accounting, baby, do not talk to me because jonga and goes go over that used to be my favorite subject though. But anyways, yeah, that's just how I felt every time I wrote accounting. So I'd go out and I would exercise just to, relieve yonke la tension in my body, in my brain, in my soul, baby. Yonke into my yambe, because I really don't need that. And also balile paper, balile, it's done, it's dusted. So stressing afterwards is really not gonna change what you wrote in the paper, So yeah. I would run and release that tension, because at the same time I didn't want to be around my friends till the next day, so that really helped me. I would highly recommend. So if you like journaling, you can journal. If you like exercising, you can exercise. Meditating, yoga, anything, do it for your own sake. Tip number 8 is what I did. So write your study notes during the year, and then towards the end of the year, compile yonke lanto irayitile. So this is what I did. Every time when I had a test, right, I would compile a few, study notes, write my study notes down, yonke lonto, for the different terms. When it got to term 4, I would already have all my study notes, so I wouldn't be under pressure to start everything over, to learn everything from start and write down everything from start, because I was like, baby, I already have my study notes. So what I needed to do was just spend time reading them and practicing what I wrote in my study notes. So it's just effective and it's way simpler, and it breaks down the amount of work that you need to cover by the year end. Write your study notes per term so that when you get to the year end, you already have study notes. You just compile them and you learn from what you have. And if you need to add a few additions here and there, you can just, add those in your study notes. It's very effective. Highly recommend. Number 9, if they offer interventions at your school, attend them. Especially if you are in a big class where maybe there's 40 of you, so the teacher can't give you like that individual attention and attend to you and try to help you fully understand, pick whatever topic that you're struggling with, So when you attend interventions, it's a smaller group of students, so that way you can get the teacher's attention. You can call the teacher and be like, I don't get what's going on here. Can you please explain why 1 and 1 is 2, So yeah, definitely recommend it. And also during interventions, most of the time, you'd also get like additional resources that you can use, to better understand the topic. But interventions are helpful. I was struggling with the Afrikaans. Like, yo, Afrikaans, guys. Let me tell you this, baby. But at the end, the girl conquered. And she was like, no, Afrikaans to who? To me? No, baby. It's not gonna happen. I refused. And then another tip is formulate a good study timetable, okay? Now, when I say this, I mean you need to look at your exam timetable and prioritize what you are writing first. So if you're writing accounting and then you're writing consumer and then you're writing physics, obviously you wouldn't want to study physics before accounting. Doesn't make sense. You'd need to study according to your timetable. Well, that is what worked for me, and it just made sense to me. So try to set like a study timetable maybe a month before, a month before, or for other people it might be 2 months, but jonga studying the day before. Oh baby, good luck, okay. Wena ungu-Einstein ba uzawubuya nezimarks ozifunayo by studying the day before. Nesibindi siqinile sesenkomo. The last tip, try to understand instead of memorizing. Okay, I was that girl ba jonga nzayiqaya mna lento because inde andiva, and then ke ukunqaya bhale phepheni base fumana A wakho the rights this time. Yandiva, and ke when you memorize things, you know the order in your mind, but no man qala ngo there agqibelise ngo you know, so you know everything. I forgot an entire paragraph, Yandiva, before a conclusion, a whole flipping entire paragraph. And jonga, when you read it, you know for sure but something is missing here. Like ikhona nje into engayenzi sense, why ingadibani lento. Baby, I had to lose those marks and move on because ndilibele. Like jonga, hayi sana, la paragraphs ayindifumane, and that's all. You know what, I will let this go. Shouldn't stress me. Like, so yeah, it's very important to try by all means to understand what you're doing instead of trying to memorize it, you know. And also when you understand things, it gets stored in your long-term memory. So even if what is this in the algebra, you know, you'll know, but nah man, it's this and that, you know. So yeah, and also memorizing just puts you in a crappy position. By forgetting one word, you are in danger, baby. Red zone. Because and then so if you understand things, you know, but okay, no man, even if like it's a different scenario, you know how to work around that scenario and apply it in the different scenarios that you are given. When you memorize it, you are going to be stuck on that specific scenario that you learned. And then when something different is in front of you, uzoba puzzled, but no man, zayenza lento. Whereas you've done it before, it's just that when stuck idea instead of trying to understand and trying to or manipulate what you've learned. But anyways, yeah, that is literally all the tips that I wanted to share with you guys. I really do hope that this video was helpful. If you have other tips, please comment down below so we can help our matriculants get those distinctions and, you know, get the best results. Please recommend this video to other learners or other people in matric. And some of the tips that I shared in this video can be implemented in, you know, varsity as well. And also don't forget to pray, baby. Don't forget to pray and surround yourself with people who are always motivating you and are pushing you to study. So yeah, I wish you all the best of luck. If you put your mind to it, if you set goals for yourself, you can definitely do it, baby. See you next time.